No, no, no. No going in there. You dumped in the bathtub. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's a nice. Mm. Mm.
This is a show where there are so many possibilities, there are so many places you can go. And the fun we have with it needs to be reflected on the screen in the right way. And we do have enormous fun. I mean, I laugh all the time, slightly hysterically sometimes, but it's fun.
I mean, making up stories is a wonderful thing to do. I mean, just generally, when to do it for a living is a real privilege. And I think that when you have that many characters to play with, it is like the best chessboard ever, because you take one character off in a certain direction and then suddenly one of the team will go, oh my God, we can do this, or we can take them there. And the neighbour says, no, kill them.
Which is occasionally one of them drops off the board, don't they?
Yes.
Oh, where's it gone? It's under the table
You
somewhere.
suddenly lost the queen.
Lost
what
the
happened?
queen, yeah, I know. It's great. And it was kind of harder and easier at the same time this time around, because you do have this platform to jump off from. You've got the first season, you know that people know your characters, you don't have to do all that introduction stuff again. So now it's all about, well, where do we go from here? And that's both daunting and exhilarating, because there's so much you can do. And the fact that we have this serial story, the fact that we have this very dark, very tormented central villain in Rochefort, means that you can push the other characters into some very interesting areas too.
And this world, I mean, I have to say that the set here at Doxami just grows and grows. We've had Dave, our production designer, this year. We had Will last year, and Dave has just given us an entire sort of royal wing to play with, which we didn't have last year. We've got more tunnels. We've had ravines. We've had zip wires. We've had
Prisons.
underwater tunnels that characters sort of swim through. It's not just the stories that get more inventive. It's the locations and the sets and the literal places we can take them.
There's obviously D'Artagnan and Constance, who are an unfinished story. We left them at the end of Series 1 broken up and broken-hearted. It's morally rather complicated. She's a married woman. She is not in love with her husband. She is in love with D'Artagnan, but it's not an easy choice for her. And we've made that fairly grounded and fairly real. We take that relationship and really push it very hard and put them in some very difficult places. We also had, for people who've seen Series 1, a relationship between Queen Anne and Aramis, which had very important consequences for the future government of France. And that it was a wonderful story, in my opinion, that we felt we had to continue with. And of course, we had allowed Aramis to sort of get away with something in that storyline, as it were, that they appeared to have triumphed over Richelieu. But of course, the consequences of that are not finished, even though Richelieu himself is now dead. He has a long reach, even from beyond the grave. The question of that child's parentage, the question of where that leaves Anne and Aramis, the question of whether that will have repercussions with our new villain, all of that was central to our planning of the new series.
And equally, I think, with Athos, there's still his relationship with Milady in play. So. And to a degree, that's also a will they, won't they? Because despite the fact that he tried to have her hanged in Series 1 and failed, there's a massive animal attraction between the two of them. And I think in this series that really plays out. I think we see a Milady that's going to be very surprising. She's banned from France at the end of Series 1. She's obviously back in Series 2, but in a very unexpected way. I think she's going to show up in a world you don't expect her to show up in. She's going to be very powerful for a short period of time. Porthos has a great journey in this series because it's about identity. It's about who am I? We've sort of manufactured and created and extrapolated all their backgrounds to a degree away from where Dumas originally placed them. But I think with Porthos we've done the most invention, if you like, because he was quite thinly portrayed in the book. And it's a journey of self-discovery for him. I think he wants to know where he came from, who were his parents. We set up a moment in episode 1 where there's clearly a very big secret to Porthos's past that Treville has always known about. And that sort of cascades through the whole series as something that really grabs your attention and makes him doubt who he is, what he is.
The key element of Series 2 of The Musketeers is surprise. We surprised ourselves in the writing of it, in how far we could push the characters. We knew that the show was already popular from Series 1. We wanted to incorporate all the things that made it popular, but then we wanted to really wrestle them into a more challenging, more demanding, and more provocative shape. And that's exactly what I think we've done.
Series 2 is hugely confident, building on the fan base it got from Series 1. It's probably more romantic in a sort of epic sense. It's brave, it's emotional, it's complicated. It's more tragic. It's every huge emotion you could possibly want in a series that hopefully you've already come to love.